Good evening, everybody. This is Rich. Rich's River Smokers, West Virginia. Just want to give a shout out to. I'm gonna start this video out by giving a shout out to Troy down at T-Roy Cooks in Austin, Texas, for being really supportive of my channel. I'll tell you what. It's crazy because it kind of like the YouTube community kind of embraces a young channel, and it makes me feel pretty good. So again, much love to T-Roy down there and Troy down there in Austin, Texas at T-Roy Cooks. Gotta go check his channel out. He's about 57,000 strong. I mean, that tells you something right there. He's a good dude, and I can't take nothing away from Aimem and Claimem smokers down there in James in Austin, Texas with Aimem and Claimem. These guys have been great, very supportive. And here as of late, new Hippie BBQ, another really decent size, reputable YouTube channel. Thanks, guys. I'll leave their description, their links to their videos in the description box. So now I know you guys are watching. I'm a little more nervous than I was. I was getting comfortable. Now I know some of you high classers are rolling with me. I'm getting a little nervous again. But anyway, thank you guys. Even to my subscribers, 128 strong. Thank you for subscribing. Much love the support. Any questions you have, don't be afraid to ask. Anything you see in the videos, you might want to, because I see stuff in other people's videos, and I sure as hell ask them, what's that? And, I kind of get nosy. But I don't mind, so it kind of makes me, get a little personal with you. And that's what we like, and everybody feel comfortable. And so anyway, what we're going to do today is we're going to do a rosemary balsamic reduction for butter. For butter later, I want to, you can use it on pork, beef. Later on, we're going to use it on pork here in probably beef the next couple of days. I want a steak. It's been a while since we had steak on the grill, but this is a nice little topping. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to make the reduction to butter. So we're going to start with 2 cups of balsamic vinegar. Being on Aimem or whatever you call it from Walmart. And then I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of whole black peppercorns. We're going to reduce that down to 1/4 cup. And then we're going to add some other delectable ingredients. So we're not outside today. We're on the stove top. I know, bear with me. It's kind of rainy outside anyway. But this is probably something you want to do in the kitchen. And once this balsamic vinegar gets boiling, you might want to crack a window. I've done this before. Only the second time, but this is pretty good stuff. So we'll get back to you when the balsamic vinegar starts to do its thing, starts to get happy in the saucepan. See ya. All right, we're back. We got our 2 cups of balsamic vinegar in there with our 2 teaspoons of black peppercorns, whole black peppercorns. What we're going to do is we'll reduce this by to 1/4 cup, and then we'll whisk in some honey. So they say, it usually takes, I don't know how long it's going to take. I do it slowly. I hear 10 minutes. I don't know. I just do it till it gets to 1/4 cup, no matter how much it takes. So I guess we'll see then when we get down to 1/4 cup, and we'll whisk some honey in. All right, everybody, we're back. We have reduced this to 1/4 cup, and we have added 2 tablespoons of fresh rosemary, and then 2 teaspoons of fresh rosemary and 2 teaspoons of honey. We whisk that in there. And I'll tell you what, it's reduced. So what we're going to do is leave this go down to room temperature so we can pour it in with our butter, and we can turn this into our balsamic butter. So we'll get back to you when this is room temperature and as we pour it into the blender. All right, we're back. This is reduction. It's cooled down to room temperature. She's tightening up pretty good.
Looks like tar.
Yeah, it does. What we're going to do is she tightened up. We let it set a little long, but we're going to dump it into this butter. There you go.
Pouring in the tar.
All right, well, there's that. All right, so we got our balsamic rosemary reduction in there. We're going to add 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. And then we're going to turn the food processor, we're going to turn the blender on. until it's smooth. And then we're going to put on saran wrap, and I'm going to attempt to roll it into a roll to make medallions out of it at a later date. So we'll get back to you when we get this smoothened up here and get on the saran wrap. All right, we're back. Well, let me tell you, that was a process. What we did is we took our butter and we wrapped it in aluminum foil, in saran wrap. You see, it's pretty soft right now. What that'll do is we'll put that in the refrigerator for a couple days, probably a day or two. And it'll harden back up again, just like it's be real soft butter. We'll set back up again. Real simple: balsamic vinegar, fresh rosemary. Reduce it to a quarter cup, 2 cups. Take 2 cups of balsamic vinegar, reduce it to a quarter cup. Stir in 2 teaspoons of honey, and then go ahead and stir in your 2 teaspoons of rosemary. You put in the blender or food processor, however you want to do it. You put your reduction in there, your teaspoon of salt, and then you buzz it till you get that fabulous looking little piece of flavorful. I mean, that thing is full of flavor right there. So what we'll do is we'll put this in the refrigerator and leave it set up. And I think we got some steaks on the horizon. We'll go ahead and put those on as a little bit of a topping. So here you go, folks. How to make rosemary balsamic butter, reducted butter, whatever you want to call it. I call it heavenly goodness. So anyway, again, thanks to all the subscribers. The guy's been great again. Thanks to T-Roy, down there at Austin, Aimem, Claimem, James, and No Hippie BBQ. And there's several others, but man, I tell you, it's just been pretty crazy. So what we'll do is get this in the refrigerator. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that like button. And if you don't like it, hit the thumbs down button. And I want to throw it out there. I have a Facebook group called River Smokers Unlimited. It's kind of a family friend barbecue, kind of a group. We're growing we're a little over 600 now. And so I'll put that link in there. And again, I'm not begging for donations, but if you feel the urge to donate to the channel and get some real good meat or upgrade my camera equipment or whatever, that link will be in the description box. Again, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing. And we'll get back to you a little bit later this week. See ya.